Hey, what's up, guys, and what's up, TikTok users? Today, I'm going to be talking to you today about how they are planning on making it to where TikTok's U.S. operations will be put under American ownership. Multiple recent news reports indicates that Vice President Vance has publicly asserted that the deal will ensure American control over the algorithm. Vance's claims are that President Vance stated that deals ensure that American investors will actually control the algorithm that determines the content seen on social media apps. He also says we don't want this used as propaganda tool by any foreign governments. The deal structure under the proposed framework, TikTok's Chinese parent company ByteDance will license a copy of its algorithms to the new U.S. joint venture, which will be majority owned by American investors. Security measures. This licensed algorithm will be reportedly be retained by or retained to run solely on U.S. user data, and an American company like Oracle is expected to oversee the recommended software and monitor the code to ensure its security integrity. Therefore, the official stance from the administration, as articulated by J.D. Vance, is that the deal's structure is specifically designed to transfer effective control of the algorithm to U.S. investors and mitigate national security concerns. So you heard it directly from me, guys. Right now, they're basically going to make it to where TikTok is fully controlled by the US investors in the United States and everything, so they can fully make sure that TikTok isn't being used as like a Chinese military weapon, so they can make sure that Chinese people aren't spying on people and trying to propagate people with TikTok. Personally, I think this move is complete and utter paranoia. I think people are way too paranoid about social media. I personally think people are getting a little bit too scared of the internet and stuff like that. But whatever it makes the government feel safe in the end, because the government is just full of a bunch of old wackazoids. So if they feel like the TikTok's got to go, in a sense, I feel like whatever makes these people be quiet. You know what I mean? If they knew that TikTok being banned or being regulated probably wouldn't do anything, I feel like they'd be making even more steps farther in controlling certain things, if you know what I'm trying to get at. Like, so whatever makes these guys be quiet in the end. I mean, personally, if I had to tell you, I feel like TikTok is the least concern for the US government or for Homeland Security. I mean, all TikTok is a crappy video platform where you watch videos, and I never really saw any Chinese propaganda or anything on TikTok. I swear to God, I think I've seen more like Chinese propaganda crap on like YouTube or like Twitter or something back before it became X. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, I don't even really know how to feel about that. I feel like I said, that's like model example of the government's paranoia. You can tell China and the United States are having like uh, this heated up tensions rising to where like we have to like, to where we gotta fucking bust each other's balls. You know, all in all, I feel like this is technically kind of like proper in a way, because like let's say like China does the same thing to American companies. Like for example, there's like the Chinese version of Minecraft. Like why don't the Chinese people allow, the normal American version of Minecraft to be in their country? So I feel like it's fair for America to Americanize everything and try to control every little Chinese thing they try to give us, because China does the same thing to us. It's kind of like tit for tat. You're like that with us, so we're gonna be like that right back. I mean, say what you guys will. I mean, I'm not really that into TikTok. I'm mostly a YouTube person. I'm more of a BitChute person. I use a lot of other forms of social media, but I'm not really too into TikTok. I technically have a TikTok. Make sure to check me out on TikTok. But is this really going to affect anybody? I don't really think so. I mean, from what I'm able to hear, they're not actually going to shut down TikTok anymore, but they're going to make sure that TikTok is owned by the United States. Let me know what you guys think. Personally, I think this is just government paranoia. I don't think this is going to help anybody. I think this isn't going to do anything really. All this is going to do is basically put more money in the rich people's hands of the United States and allow them to control things, you know, in their in like their kind of aurora of like influence, because I feel like they want to have like this like influence at anything and everything you see. I think this is a lot less of Chinese government like spying as much as they just want the rich and the advertisers that are in America to be able to control and have this sphere of influence around you so you can't see other things. It's not even propaganda as much as they want to just control what you see and control what you're like seeing in advertisements, because they really want to pump you full of their like narrative to make you buy what they want you to buy. I think this a lot of this is just like selling things to you, marketing things, advertisements. I kind of sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I think there's like a hidden narrative behind this, and this is all about marketing people products. Because I feel like if this was owned by another country or another advertisement firm, they might have been trying to think of, well, what can we advertise to you to get you to buy stuff from us? But now American people want to own it because they don't want Chinese people selling you stuff as much as they want to control what American people make you see, so then you see what Americans are selling, so Americans can control what you see, so they can control what you're thinking about, so they can control the stuff you want to buy. It's like Americans want to control the ability to give you like propaganda, but it's like propaganda to buy stuff. It's like propaganda for advertisements and stuff. You know what I mean? So this is like advertisement propaganda in my mind. Like, I don't even think this has anything to do with the military, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. And if you like TikTok, make sure to check me out on TikTok as well. And like always, guys, thanks for watching. Peace out.